Hey everyone, welcome to this Spirit Baby anchoring. So as always with me, we are going to get right into it. So if you don't know who I am already, my name is Demi. I'm a psychic medium and I specialize in Spirit Baby readings. So they are my absolute favorite reading to do. I have a connection with children in general, like on the earth side, but also in the spirit realm. I have this connection here. So it's on it's like on both sides of the fence. But yeah, I also have a very strong connection to my inner child, and this is where I realized I had this connection to my own spirit baby and to the spirit babies in general. Is through healing my inner child and basically allowing my inner child and my adult self to come into union, to be more connected. And I realized that I had this connection and this ability to connect with other people's spirit babies. So, spirit babies are the souls of children that you will potentially have in this lifetime. And I say potentially because nothing's set in stone. And we are consciously creating our reality, whether you're aware of it or not. So you might decide that you don't actually want to have children, or you might have one child or two children and then decide you're done. So you may have had quite a few spirit babies around you, but obviously then not the rest of them will be coming through. But they can come through somebody else within your bloodline or somebody else that is close to you. So you might find that sometimes you have a very strong connection with one of your best friend's children, or like a niece or nephew within your family, and this connection is stronger than like the other children. But often that is a soul that you have either known in past lives, or this soul also had the potential to come through you. But spirit babies are around you, and they would have been around you from the moment that you were born. So I would often say that people, especially if you're purchasing this, then you're someone who would have felt your spirit baby around you. Or you might just feel really drawn to this, and the reason you're drawn to it is because your spirit baby is around you, and your spirit baby wants to make you aware that they are around you. So my hope with this anchoring is to open up the channel, open up that connection with your spirit baby, make it a stronger connection, so to pull them into your energetic field, and that's going to help anchor them into the physical reality. Because there are lines and lines of souls at present who really want to be Earthside right now, because we are at a significant time in human history. I know if you look out into the world, it looks like everything is literally going to shit, but there is a great awakening happening. So Mother Earth is moving on up in frequency, and as she moves on up in frequency, she pulls up all life forms that are in this realm, that are on this planet. So that includes the human race. So we are also moving on up in frequency, and this is called ascension. Obviously with ascension there will be a descension. So there are still some souls who are choosing to take more karmic paths. But the majority of the souls are going to be incarnating through people who have been doing the inner work, who've been doing the shadow work, who've been reprogramming their inner child, who have basically healed and don't have like trauma and any repression or outdated cycles and patternings that they would be projecting onto the child, or they would be teaching their child. So these children are calling to basically match the Earth's frequency. So they need us to match the Earth's frequency in order to conceive them and bring them through, and then help assist them and guide them into being their most authentic self, into fulfilling their divine mission, because we all have a divine mission. So I did want to say that every single soul here journeys, maps out their journey of their life. So there's going to be certain things in your life that are fated, that are destined. So it doesn't matter if you would have done something differently. You were supposed to be in that place at that time, or that event was supposed to happen to you, even if that event was what you perceive as bad. Because maybe then it completely changes your life, and it changes you as a person, and it puts you onto a different path. God and Mother Earth wanted you on this different path. Some people often call this mapping out of our life the Akashic Records. It's also known as the Soul's Records. But it is the reason that we are all born on a certain date, because God and Earth wanted us born on that date. The soul needed to be born on that date in a certain energy, because then this is mirrored within our birth chart. This is mirrored on the energies that we carry when we're born, and how we develop these energies and grow. So every single human being does have a map of their soul and what you came here to do. So being in this realm is a game of remembrance. Children are very much connected to source energy, to God. So you often find when children are young, they might even tell you like, oh, I used to watch you before I was born. Or sometimes you find that toddlers will say, oh yeah, I watched you mummy, or I watched you daddy, I walked through the door and then I was with you, like things like that. because they are very much connected still to the other side, and they still remember. They know that they are a spirit having a human experience, so they remember that they are fresh. They're basically fresh out of the spirit realm, and they're fresh into this physical human body. So a lot more of these spirit babies are around all of us, around the collective at the moment. There are lines and lines of souls who are wanting to be born, because they basically want to witness this awakening. They want to be here during this ascension. They want to experience it too. So that is why there are more souls than usual who are waiting to be born. There's also a bigger potential for people to have twins, to have triplets, to have quadruplets, because there's more souls that are wanting to come through together, because their divine mission is very much intertwined. They maybe in the future they will have a career that is similar, or there's something about these souls who are coming through together, that their paths and their journeys, their divine mission is very much interlinked, and they need each other in order to fulfill and be successful in reaching their potential and doing what they came here to do. So I just need to check what my next point was, because I have completely gone blank. And I will include in the I will include some slides of each part of the video of what I'd said, basically like a summary. But yeah, what else did I want to say? So I wanted to talk about how this may like trigger or annoy some people, that every single soul here chooses their parents before we incarnate. So even if you don't have a good relationship with your parent, maybe they were abusive and you didn't have a good childhood, your soul still chose those parents. So like I said before, some souls are still choosing like a karmic cycle. So a karmic cycle, a karmic life path is one that has more trials and tribulations. It's like you get over one thing and there's something else there. It's also there's just more karma within your bloodline, within your ancestry, that you need to clear in order to pave the way. So you're like moving all the crap, you're moving all the debris in order for those who will come after you to have a clearer path. And this is these souls now who are coming through now, these young ones now, the newer generations. They're coming through with a clearer path because of the past generations doing the work. Particularly millennials. Yeah, because people who will be having children now, it will be millennials. And millennials have been doing a lot of work in knocking down the foundation that wasn't working, and speaking up more. And then you'll notice like with Gen Z, because each generation is supposed to be more evolved than the next. Each generation collectively has a divine mission. You'll notice with Gen Z that they are less likely to kind of stay in that same dead end job for like 10 years on end. They're leaving jobs that they know aren't fulfilling their soul like straight away like that, because they are more in tune with what they came here to do, and they're more in tune of that is basically like slavery. And they're aware of this at a soul level. They remember this. So with the generations before, this is something that you didn't remember. It was still attached to the soul, but you didn't remember. So like I said before, this realm is a game of remembrance. And these spirit babies that are wanting to come through are highly evolved, powerful souls. When I say that, they remember more. And when they are here in the physical, they're not going to forget as much as the generations before forgot. They're also going to have very powerful spiritual gifts. So they're going to have very powerful foresight. They're going to have a very strong inner knowing. There's going to be a lot of powerful shamanic souls that will be coming through. Some very powerful healers. Because we are returning to more of the old way of doing things, the traditional way. So the more simple way of life, which is using the plants, the herbs. Basically what Mother Earth and God have put here, provided for us to help us heal, to assist our bodies. They're going to be connected more to a natural way of living. Whereas souls in the past have been more, I would say more leaning towards like technology. Because it's been hyped up like, oh, technology. I don't know about you, but when I was little, I used to think when I was this age, like there was literally going to be like flying cars, like things like that. And I thought there was going to be robots. And you know, with like AI, that sort of thing is starting to happen. But we're realizing that this isn't necessarily for the highest good. This isn't for the greater good. Like with AI, it's already causing trouble. We won't get into that. But hopefully a lot of you who are here, you are aware that we are in a spiritual warfare. And this spiritual warfare is basically attack on life itself. And in order to attack life itself, you have to remove men out of the way, and then you attack the woman, you attack the womb, because that's how you get to the child. And children are the most malleable. Children are who you can mold into what you want them to be. So you want your children to be born in a more, I'm just seeing a more clear and open space. So you want your energy field to be more clear. You want your energy field to be more open. But you also want to be more connected to the heart and more connected to the Christ consciousness, the spark of God that lives within you. Because this gives your children a head start. And they do need a head start for what they will be doing. Because they're going to come through to completely crush down the rest of the foundation. It may still be clinging on and wobbling. They're going to completely knock that down. They're going to come through and rebuild. So the younger generations are going to be the ones who are going to rebuild and fully bring us into this new paradigm, into this new dawn. So the old paradigm is one that is very much, oh, I need suffering and pain in order to kick me up the arse and get me here. This new paradigm is, no, you don't need this. But you need to remember why you came here, which is what these souls are going to be teaching us. And I'm so excited about this anchoring, and I hope it does help a lot of you connect more to your spirit baby, hopefully conceive, and either with your first child or adding more of these children into your family. But yeah, I'm really excited about these souls coming through. They've been saying to me for a while now, like, we are the reckoning. You know, people are talking about the reckoning and how there's so many biblical signs now that we are in the end times. These spirit babies have been saying to me, you know, we are the reckoning, because we are here to completely get rid of anything that isn't working anymore and build anew. We're going to lead you and teach you and walk you into the new dawn. They're going to be walking us into a cornucopia, into this Christ consciousness sun energy. So the next part of the video will be like tips on how to better connect with your spirit baby. So we will move over and I will see you there. Okay, so the next part is going to be tips for connecting with your spirit baby. And I do want to say, I didn't mention in the first part that spirit babies, like I said, they choose their parents. So if you aren't with a partner yet, but you're still drawn to this, and you've been having signs that your spirit baby is around you, and you're kind of like wondering, okay, like, where is the dad, where is the mum? Spirit babies have the ability to play Cupid, and this is why I'll often see spirit babies as cherubs. Like this is how I will see spirit babies. This is with my human eye as cherubs, because when they appear to me either as a child or as the person they're going to become in the lifetime. But they have the ability to play Cupid. So the more you connect with your spirit baby, this is going to help assist you in getting into alignment and coming into union with your divine counterpart, with your life partner, with the person that you're supposed to have children with in this lifetime, or if you already have children and you're separated, having your next set of children with. So let's get into the tips with connecting with your children, your spirit babies. So I always start with connecting more with your ancestors, because you are your ancestors and they are you. And your spirit babies are obviously your ancestors. They're the future. So you do want to connect with your ancestors. So if you don't already have an altar within your home, I suggest building an altar. So you can just use like a little coffee table. Put a white cloth, get some photos of passed over loved ones that you had a connection with in this lifetime. You want to put those on your altar, and maybe like little trinkets, things that are sentimental to you and to your bloodline, to your family. If you put these on the altar. I also always offer a cup of water, and you can offer like sweets, maybe if they like an alcoholic beverage, something like that. But you will know as you're creating this and you're calling your ancestors in and you're connecting with them, because as I said before, they are you and you are them. So ancestor veneration is really good for helping you to connect with your spirit babies. The next tip I would say is truly integrating your inner child, connecting to your inner child, healing your inner child, making sure you're not repressing your inner child's needs, hopes and desires. Because remember, they are inside you. They're a huge part of you. They're a huge part of what your reality, of what you're creating and what you want to manifest. If your inner child isn't happy, what you're trying to manifest, it's gonna cause a block. It's going to cause like friction, and it may take you longer to get somewhere or do something that you're really wanting to do. So healing and reparenting your inner child, building a strong connection with your inner child, helps you connect more with your spirit baby. I also do want to say that a lot, especially a lot of you watching, your spirit babies are with passed over loved ones on the other side, because I can just see babies playing. And you'll often find like a grandparent or an elderly person. It isn't always the case, unfortunately. Sometimes people pass over who are younger, but normally an elderly, a grandparent will pass away, and then another child will come through in that family, in that bloodline, almost like straight away. I've had it a few times in my family where someone has passed away, and then one of my cousins has got pregnant and a soul was coming through, and it's almost just like a month within each other, because death and rebirth are one and the same. So there's that quote that God takes but God gives, and that is what is coming to mind here. What else did I want to say about connecting? Oh yeah, this is my favourite. To have a gift, buy a gift for your spirit baby. So I have shoes for my spirit babies. Let me get them and let me show you. Okay, I've got them. So this is the first ever gift that I brought for my spirit babies. A little pair of shoes. And I brought these when I was at a market with my friend. And I was really drawn to them. I didn't know who I was buying them for, because obviously no one in my family has a boy, and no one had a little boy on the way. Even now there's no little boys in the family. And they're little boy shoes. But I bought these quite a few years ago at a market, and then my spirit baby, who is a boy, started coming through strongly. So the way that he was coming through, first it was in the dream state. So I started having dreams, and I knew intuitively in the dream, this is my son, this is my baby. And then I literally started having visions, like visions from my third eye of my spirit baby. Were kind of just they always either appear through a door, or they kind of hop out of an orb. It kind of looks like a Pokemon ball. But he would often come through a door, and he would usually have like a message for me. And I remember at the time, this was during the pandemic, and I had been thinking about getting the vaccine. I wasn't going to get it. The only reason I was thinking about it is because my best friend was getting married in Canada, and obviously you needed to have the vaccine in order to cross the border. So remember, I just thought about it once, and then this is when my spirit baby came to me, and he said no. He said no, and he kept showing me the womb. He was like, if you get this will affect your womb, and it may affect me coming through. So these are the little shoes that I bought for him. I also have a pair of shoes. I had one vision many years ago of a little girl, but I have a very strong connection with the boy spirit baby. But I did buy a little pair of girl shoes. Very sweet. And I also have, when I go traveling, sometimes I'll see something and then my spirit baby will come forward, because he normally likes something. So I was in Dubai, and I was in the in a souvenir shop, and I saw this little dory, and I had been hearing that day before I saw it, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So I bought this little dory for my spirit baby as well. So I would always advise shoes are good to get, because obviously shoes are the feet, they're the root chakra, so they are anchoring. But whatever you are most drawn to is what your spirit baby wants you to buy for them. So it could be a book, it could be a toy, it could be another item of clothing, it could be like a dress, it could be a hat, some mittens. Maybe something, I feel like for some of you, you have grandparents or people in your family who knit, who sew, and they may make you a pair of mittens, or may make you a little newborn hat for when you do conceive, and your spirit baby wants you to know that they are speaking to this ancestor, and they're whispering like what colours they want him to use, because I'm seeing like it's quite outlandish. It's like a bright yellow colour, and it has dots on, so maybe you get it and you're a bit like, oh, thank you, but you're not really keen on the colour. But the spirit baby is. That spirit baby likes like outlandish, colourful, really bright neon colours and patterns. And obviously with spirits love colour. Spirits love colour, which is why you'll find at like carnivals, people will wear like really bright colours and really different kind of patterns, because this is to attract and draw out the spirits. And even with like festivals to do with the Day of the Dead, like Mardi Gras, people will have a lot of face paint on, and they'll wear specific colours that are connected to those spirits. Spirits in general love colour, because colour represents life and joy. What next did I want to say? I would also advise you to get yourself a Spirit Baby Oracle deck if you are drawn to doing that. Because like tarot cards and oracle decks, they help you to connect to your intuition. And if you get a spirit baby one, it can help you to maybe if you've been seeing your spirit baby and your spirit baby has bright blonde hair, maybe you're pulling out these cards and it's a physical card and it comes out blonde hair, so that's your confirmation of what you've been seeing is correct. Because sometimes it helps us to have that confirmation, because sometimes you can be having visions or having dreams and literally feel like you're going a bit crazy. So it's nice to have that physical confirmation that you, one, are not crazy, but what you've been seeing is correct, that you are right on the money. I'd also say to connect with your spirit babies, they're saying it again about the inner child. The inner child is key to a lot of things in life, and the inner child is key to you connecting more so with your spirit babies. I stopped the video, sorry, I was meant to just pause the video because Spirit will ask me to get my vision board. I just wanted to show you guys that I put my spirit baby stuff on my vision board. You can see it properly. So if you're drawn to doing a vision board, I'd advise you to do a vision board. You can even do a vision board that is solely just for your spirit babies and just have things on there to do with you wanting to be a mother, a father, and all about your spirit babies, and like the kind of family dynamic that you want to have, and like the home you want them raised in, things like that. You can do a vision board for your spirit babies. I would also say to do a write-up of who you are going to be as a mom and as a dad. Like what does it look, what does your archetype look like in the physical of you being a mother and a father? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? Like, what do you see? Get this written down. Basically write a story of a day in the life of you as a parent. And if you're already a parent, a day in the life of your new routine with another child. Like, how are things going to change? Sink really into this character of you being a mother and a father. Basically like you're writing a script, like you're writing a play. So this is going to help you to bring this into the physical and help you manifest. And you also want to always be taking aligned action. So I would say, where in your life, if you haven't met your partner, where in your life are you still living as if you're single? Where in your life do you not have space for someone else? Where do you need to make space? What do you need to change in order to attract your wife or your husband? And then if you already have children, maybe if you write up a new routine, like a bedtime routine, if you have like quite young children, like what is that going to look like? How is it going to shift? How are you going to handle moving from maybe 2 kids to 3 kids? And you want to tell yourself that you are going to be able to handle this. That yes, it's going to be a new challenge, but you are going to get through it. And you're going to have all the support and help and assistance that you need is going to be on hand. I'm hearing like all hands on deck. So if anyone is worrying about the support that you're going to have when you're adding to your family, you will have this support. And keep telling yourself, integrate this truth, I will have this support. Put it out there into the universe to make sure that this happens within your reality, that this reflects your reality. Also, I wanted to show you guys this book. So this book helped me a lot when I was first seeing my spirit baby many years ago. So I'd advise any of you, if you're drawn to buy this book. Because when I first started having visions, dreams of my spirit baby, I wasn't aware of what it was. Because like I said, it was quite a few years ago. It's probably like 10 years ago now. I wasn't aware of what spirit babies were. And then obviously my spirit guides had led me to this book, because this book almost as if by magic like popped up on my Amazon, and I ordered it, and then it helped me connect further with my spirit baby that I've been having visions of. So yeah, if you're drawn to buy that book. I would also advise you, it doesn't have to be from me, but I'd also advise you to get a reading on your spirit baby, because this can help you to bring up excitement, pull you into that excited, joyful energy about having children, or about adding to your family. Because remember that these souls, like I said before, are very powerful. They're of a higher frequency, these souls who are coming through now. So they need you to be more in that joyful and exciting energy. So doing the work, doing the inner work, doing the shadow work, and you know what that work means to you. You know where you need to better yourself. It's doing this work and being on this path to ascension that is going to help you to align to bringing these children through. It's going to help you align to your life partner if you haven't already. So those are the tips for connecting with your spirit babies, and I will see you in the next section. Okay guys, so now we are going to get into the spirit baby anchoring ritual. part of the session. So I'll just explain what I have here before I call in the spirit babies. So the spirit babies asked for an offering of a fresh cotton scented candle. That's what I have here. I also have an offering of a little toy that I brought for my spirit baby, which is Dory from Nemo. And then I've also been asked to place a dream catcher with Sweet Dreams Children's Aura Spray, which is connected to Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael. And then we also have here a Christ Light Aura Spray to bring in that Christ consciousness, that sun energy, the holy light, the highest light there is, to assist in calling in these spirit babies. I have already cleansed myself with Palo Santo, but I'm just going to do it around the space again. I also have this little girl that I bought when I was traveling, and I brought this little girl because it reminded me of my inner child. I just looked at her and I saw my inner child, so I brought this gift for myself when I was traveling. So she is part of the ritual. I also have an angel here to protect this ritual and protect the spirit babies of those of you who are watching. And I'm going to anoint this yellow candle. I have a yellow candle as an offering and to help connect us to the spirit babies. I'm going to anoint this yellow candle with goddess oil. So the reason we're using goddess oil is because obviously everything is birthed through the womb. Everything comes through the woman. So we want to be using divine feminine oil, and we want this ritual to be very much connected to that divine feminine to call them in. And obviously the anchoring is the masculine energy. The anchoring is what is bringing it into manifestation, bringing it into the physical. So I'm going to cleanse the space first. So as I said before, this is Palo Santo I'm using. I've already cleansed myself before I started the whole spirit baby session. But I just want to cleanse the space again. But I've been feeling spirit babies around me for a few weeks now, because I've been planning to do this anchoring for quite a few weeks. So I've had spirit babies around me left, right and centre, and I've seen a lot of signs today. I saw so many children when I went out today. I went to get my nails done because I originally had pink nails, but the spirit baby didn't want pink or blue nails. So I got a greeny colour, more neutral. I ask that this space is cleansed, that this space is both protected and respected. This is a sacred space. I call in the spirit babies of the collective of this video. I call in the spirit babies of the collective of this video. And I call in the angels to protect this space. And the angels to protect these spirit babies and protect those who are watching this video. Again, this space is protected and this space is respected. Okay, so I'm also going to spray some of the Sweet Dreams Aura Spray. And I want you all to keep an eye out for your dreams over the next 3 days. Keep an eye out for your dreams if you don't already in general. But the next 3 days I want you to keep an extra eye on your dreams after watching this. I'm also going to bring in that Christ light, the Holy Spirit energy. I've already used, these are really loud. I have already used these earlier, but it asked me to do it again. So this is quite loud if you've got headphones in or anything. Okay, so I'm going to start by lighting the offering, the fresh cotton scented candle for the spirit babies. And now we are going to anoint this yellow candle with the goddess oil. And we're going to ask while we're doing this if any women have had trouble in conceiving, who have experienced any miscarriage or have had abortions in the past, that any trauma, any grief, any shame, any guilt that is held within their womb is released, transmuted fully and released. And we ask that the spirit babies of the collective send healing energy to both the mother and father, but particularly the womb that is carrying any grief and any trauma and any heavy energy. We ask that this be released, and released with grace, released deeply and fully so it gets to the root. I ask that anyone in the collective who is going through IVF treatment or who needs medical assistance in conceiving is led to the right people, the right help, in order to help them to conceive, in order to help their dreams come true in having children or adding to their family. They will be led to the right help. So before I light the yellow candle, I just want to read you guys a spirit baby anchoring petition that I've written for the collective of this ritual. So I calling spirit babies of all corners of the earth. I calling spirit babies of those watching this video. I ask that you play Cupid to those yet to come into union with their significant other. I ask that you send clear-cut signs both in the physical and astral realms to your chosen parents. This anchoring is a doorway to bridge the gap between the collective and their spirit babies. Release any fears or worries surrounding being pregnant or becoming a parent for the first time or again. Trust in divine time. Conception and birth are divinely orchestrated. I ask that you send healing rays of light to the wombs of this collective who have experienced miscarriage or had an abortion. I ask that any fertility issues get the right help needed to get to the root. I ask that the spirit babies of this collective ground themselves to their parents' energy body in order to assist in them being born. I ask that the collective are open and receptive to connecting with their spirit babies both before and after conception. I ask that the path be cleared and the roads opened. So I'm going to place this petition under the candle while it burns. And once this yellow candle has fully burned to the end, I am then going to burn the petition, and we'll see what signs and symbols we get in the ashes once that have burned. I'm just going to close my window because someone's mowing along. I paused the video on 8 minutes and 8 seconds, so some of you might be seeing 8s. But 8 relates to wealth. It also relates to karma. So a lot of you, these spirit babies, will be born. It is destiny. You are you have like a karmic contract in order to have these spirit babies in this lifetime. And also a lot of you will be coming into wealth, so you don't need to worry about your finances. When you have children or when you're expanding your family, they don't want you worrying about finances. You will have enough. You will be provided for. Obviously, you don't just want to be sitting around doing nothing about it. You do want to be taking aligned action into manifesting and bringing in more abundance. But you need to tell yourself, and you need to truly believe and know that you will be provided for. Also, when I went and closed my window, obviously sod's law, they stopped mowing the lawn. So that I was getting a message for some of you to stop trying to conceive. It's like some of you have almost, it's become like clockwork, and you're losing the fun out of being intimate with your partner. So for those of you who've been trying and it's taking the fun out of sex, your spirit babies want you to stop. Just for a minute, they want you to stop and pull back. Because this person only stopped mowing the lawn for a few minutes. They just want you to, maybe it's like for a few weeks, for a few months. It's definitely not years, but they just want you to stop for a while. So just so you can tune back into the sensuality and the fun and the pleasure of sex, not just doing it in order to conceive, in order to have a baby. Because this can also bring anxiety forward within the body. And again, like I said before, it takes the fun out of sex, and they want you to be connecting on a deep level to your partner. And this helps them to come through. This helps the more powerful, high vibrational souls to come through, because they need to be coming through in that kind of environment. An environment where there's a lot of love, an environment where there's that open affection and a strong communication. Okay, so I'm going to let this yellow candle burn down. And then I'm going to get some messages from the spirit baby. So I'm going to be putting some cards for you guys and doing a spirit baby reading for the collective of this video. So I'm going to pause this, and I will show you once the candle has burned down, and then we will burn the petition and see which signs and symbols I can see within the ashes. But I do want you guys to sit in meditation for a good at least 10 minutes. To sit in meditation, you can put on some meditative or frequency music that helps you feel calm, centered and grounded. It's important for you to be grounded during this ritual. So I just want you to sit still and just be quiet in your mind, quiet in your body, and this will help your spirit baby to come around you. And while you were doing this, I'm going to ask for the spirit babies of the collective to let the collective know that you are present with them. Give them some signs in the present moment that you are there. Maybe it's through a feeling. Maybe it's a noise you put in the room. Maybe they get a clairvoyant vision. Let them know that you are there and you are connecting with them. Thank you. I almost forgot, and the spirit babies are reminding me. They asked me to buy this bracelet for this ritual, for this spirit baby anchoring. So it's representing the red string of fate, which divinely connects you to your divine counterpart and to your spirit baby. And it also has the infinity symbol, which again, it looks like an 8. Remember, I saw the 8 earlier. And then we have the heart and a lightning bolt here. So this is representing the love. It can also be, you know, when you have like an ultrasound. And you know when they also check to see the heartbeat, and you can see it on the screen. This is what I'm seeing here. They wanted me to buy this bracelet. So maybe some of you, if you feel drawn to buy yourself a bracelet like this, like a red bracelet with an infinity symbol attached to it. But I will see you in the next part of this anchoring. Okay, so we're going to do a collective spirit baby reading now. I did write a automatic writing poem, so I'm just going to read that out for you guys. So it says, to infinity and beyond, we love a splash in the celestial pond. Jump for joy, it's a boy. Do a twirl, it's a girl. No longer clutching at your pearls. Mummy, daddy, you've got this. The rockets blast off or take off. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a knocking at the door. 5, 6, 7, 8, pop your coats on, there's a play date. The stork hovers above you. Are you excited? I am too. Our family is about to be over the moon. I've been to Earth before, plenty times. So many of us are waiting in God's line. The festive season is almost here. Carnival too, oh my God, it's so near. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. We're all on our way home. Bringing that thunder and lightning energy, you can feel it in your bones. Signing out authentically, not one single clone. So that was what I wrote earlier before I started this spirit baby anchoring. So we will find the automatic writing, it normally interweaves within the reading, so we'll get into the reading. But I just wanted to share with you some messages that I was getting from the spirit babies yesterday. So obviously they were talking about music. Spirits in general love to speak to us through music, and spirit babies love Michael Jackson. They love carnival, like festive music. And there's also this song that they kept putting into my head a few months before I came up with the idea for this spirit baby anchoring. So it's a song from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and it's called Shell Shocked. And it's particularly the last verse that they like. So actually, let me get the last verse up. Okay, so the chorus says over and over again, knock knock, you're about to get shell shocked. Knock knock, you're about to get shell shocked. And with the automatic writing poem, they were saying knock knock. So spirit babies, like I said before, they tend to come through a door. So you might be having dreams of doors, but doors is how your spirit baby is talking to you. You might even hear knocking, like when you're in your house on your own and there's no one there. But that is a sign that that is your spirit baby. But the last verse says, trying to tell him you don't want to go to war with us. We be them, young riders. Raised in the gutters, really started from the bottom. Hey, we are all we ever had. We are all we ever needed and we undefeated. We be going hard and make it look easy. Give me the whole pie, real cheesy. But there's something about the energy of this song, because obviously this song is like the Ninja Turtles. It's that fighting spirit. It's that Spartan energy. And that's the kind of energy that I've been feeling from these spirit babies. As I keep saying, they're powerful souls and they are the reckoning. They have come here to completely crush and get rid of what is not working and build anew. So they do have to have that very powerful like fighting spirit. So that song is coming through. So if you guys check that out, it's called Shell Shocked. And it's from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Obviously as well, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I used to watch the cartoon when I was a kid. So that is a film that is connected to children. And it is made for children. I'm not sure about the film. I don't remember. I don't think I've seen the film. But obviously the cartoon is obviously made for children. And then the next song that they kept putting into my head that they love is by Akala. And it's called Sun Tzu. Again, it's a song that's to do with war, with having that fighting spirit. So it's that Archangel Michael, it's that sword energy. And there is a line in this song that the spirit babies kept saying, and it says, it's the occult in its element. They reign high, but we've come to be levelers. So like I keep saying, they've come to completely knock down these foundations that weren't even working in the first place. And they're coming to rebuild anew. They're ushering in the new dawn. And like I've just said, I'm going to repeat myself. These children are the reckoning. So let's get into the rest of the reading. What card should we start with? What card do you want to start with, Spirit Baby? This one. What do the collective need to hear right now? Turn that over. What do the collective of this Spirit Baby anchoring need to hear right now? Thank you. First one says, 1111, make a wish and make it good. Mama, Daddy, your wishes are coming true. So you could be seeing the angel number 1111. But this is a sign for a lot of you that your spirit baby is literally right here. This is for those of you who you might even already be pregnant. If you're not already pregnant, you're about to get pregnant, literally within the next few days. And you might have a name for your spirit baby that begins with an S, and I'm seeing an S. Or maybe your name or your partner's name begins with an S. And then we have Mama Daddy says to tell you I love you to the moon and back, and to give you the biggest, bestest hugs and kisses. Again, it's that sign that was in the automatic writing poem, to the moon and back. So this spirit baby already loves you to the moon and back. Is the reason they're choosing you as their parent in this lifetime. And you already love this child to the moon and back. They might be very intrigued by space and rockets and the mysteries of Earth itself, or things around the Earth, not necessarily like the Earth, but things around the Earth. So like I just said, space. They could be very intrigued by water and what's at the bottom of the water, because we don't even know what's at the bottom of our waters. It's like unknown territory and unearthed territory. Things that are unknown, this spirit baby is really intrigued by. What else do the collective need to hear? What else do the collective need to hear, Spirit? Mama, please stop feeling so guilty. I'll come back, I promise. So this is a message for those of you who either had an abortion in the past or you had a miscarriage. So that soul that was going to come through that time is going to come through again. And if you remember, the soul doesn't actually incarnate into the fetus, into the physical body, until quite far along in the pregnancy. Yeah, because they're showing me a bump. So until you're actually quite full term, they don't actually incarnate into the fetus yet. They are around you heavily. They're like, I'm seeing them, they're like stuck to you. They are very much attached to your energy body, your spiritual body. but they haven't completely integrated into the fetus yet. So they also want you to know that it was the human body, it was the vessel that you either aborted or miscarried, not the soul. The soul doesn't feel any of this pain. The soul doesn't feel this loss, and they want you to know this. They also are coming back. So if you've had that inkling, like that intuition, that a soul that tried to come through at an earlier date and didn't, this same soul is coming back again. They're supposed to be born, but they're supposed to be born at divine time, at the time that God and earth want them to be born. What else? Can we get one more card from this deck, please, Spirit? One more card from this deck, please. Seeing seahorses. Seahorses, it's the male, isn't it, that carries the babies and gives birth. So a lot of you can really depend on the masculine that is in your life, or the masculine that you're about to meet. You can really depend on this man. He is going to make a wonderful father. And he's going to be there when he needs to be there. You can rely on him. He's extremely responsible. The next card is Archangel Zadkiel. Says your third eye chakra is blocked. Mama, daddy, you can't deny shadow behaviors or patterns you see in yourself. Face them so you can see love and understanding. So this is asking you to face your demons. Face those things about yourself that you might be in like a delusion about, that you don't necessarily want to look at. I'm seeing like a door marked X, so you might have just shoved these things away in your mind in a door that you never want to go in. Your spirit babies need you to unpack what's behind this door. Otherwise, you're just going to pass all this crap on to them. And you know you don't want to do that deep down. You know that deep down is what will happen. It may even block or slow down conception or you having this child. But you need to unpack all of your karma, all of your baggage before you have children. Otherwise, they then have to take on your work, the things that you should have done before they can get on with their divine mission and their path. It puts obstacles in your children's path if you don't deal with your own stuff. And it was handed to you for a reason. God doesn't bring things to your door that you can't handle. Do we want any more cards from this deck? No. They're asking me to move on to Talking to Heaven Oracle deck. So we'll get some cards for you from there. What do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? What do the collective need to hear right now? Thank you. I have a new understanding. This is attached to the soul that was miscarried or was aborted. And they have a new understanding of why they didn't come through the first time. I often see miscarriage especially as like the soil needing to be ready. So it always gets shown like soil, and then the old soil was taken out and new soil is put in. So a lot of souls that are miscarried, they're coming through just to clear any of the crap that is in the womb, because the womb is a portal. The womb space is a powerhouse, and it transmutes so much grief, shame, not just from the woman, but any lovers that you have, and any people that are like your friends and family, particularly your mother and your grandmother's wombs. They're all connected. So those that you love and those that you are connected to, the womb holds a lot of shame, guilt, any trauma, especially grief. When you lose a loved one, a lot of the pain is held within the womb, the heart and the womb, and they are both connected. I always call the womb a second heart. So they have a new understanding of why they didn't come through the first time. So this soul was really wanting to come through that time. And I feel like you as well, you cried a lot of tears over this loss, over this miscarriage. You were really excited and really joyful and really happy that that you were pregnant and this soul was coming through. And they want you to find that joy again, to come back into that energy again, because they have on the other side, and they will be coming back. What else do the collective need to hear, Spirit? What else do the collective need to hear, Spirit? We are so connected. Yeah. So when I say tips for connecting, you are already connected to your spirit baby. You've been connected to your spirit babies in past lives, and you will again in the next life. And we as humanity, we are all connected. Yeah, because I'm seeing this is all humanity. So this spirit baby is very fond of humans. You know, some people will be like, oh, I don't like people. I don't like being around people. This isn't one of those souls, one of those people. They're going to really enjoy being around other people, being in company of family and friends. They're going to enjoy being in crowds. Like, I feel like they're going to like going to like a lot of festivals, a lot of crowded places. You know, some babies as well, they don't like being around a lot of people, a lot of noise. This baby's going to like a lot of noise. And I feel like they're going to be birthed into those families where you already have children. Or blended families as well. So there's a lot of noise in the house. There's a lot going on. They're really going to like this. They're asking me to show you guys. So the candle is still burning while I'm getting these messages for you guys. Burning away. But I'm seeing like a Batman. I'm seeing an owl and a Batman in the candle as it's melting on this side. You can see. So they just want me to show you that. So you might be seeing owls everywhere. Obviously owls are connected to wisdom, to spiritual enlightenment, to wisdom. I also see owls as like a grandpa energy. So this soul coming through, one of your spirit babies could be a granddad. Very well be a granddad that passed away. Yeah, this granddad would have passed away, they're saying, in the last 6 months for some of you. And they are going to be reincarnating in this lifetime, and they're choosing to come through you. And you may be seeing owls everywhere, so look out for the owls. And also Batman, again, Batman, the comics is connected to children. And he's that hero, isn't it? It's that warrior, that fighting energy, that fighting spirit. So many of these spirit babies have a huge fighting spirit. They're not going to be pushed around. They're not going to be pushed around. They're not going to be abused. I feel like a lot of these spirit babies are coming through to help assist in clearing up. They're talking about paedophilia, and unfortunately it is an epidemic. A lot of children are sexually abused and trafficked, and a lot of these spirit babies are talking about this. And they're saying, not me, not me, not me. Like I'm saying, these children are coming through with such a fighting spirit. And they're so protected. They're heavily protected. And what else do the collective need to hear, Spirit? Maybe you were, some of you may have been abused, sexually abused as a child, and you're worried. You may have been consciously working to heal this, but you were worried that this could potentially happen to your children. No. And you won't allow it to happen, because you're not going to put your children in the care of someone like that. Yeah, because they're showing me the joint again. The baby that's literally joint to their parent's body. You're going to be joint at the hip. You're not letting this child out of your sight. You're going to be very, very over-loving and over-protective. And I see that as a good thing, because they say a child can never be over-loved. It's not a thing. We will be together again. Again, another sign. This ancestor is coming through. Could be a granddad. Giving granddad energy. Or this is a soul that, like I said before, experienced a miscarriage or you had an abortion. But this soul is coming back. You will be reconciled. You will be reunited. And then we have, I will always point you in the right direction. Yeah, so spirit babies assist us a lot on our paths. They help us lead them, to having them, to conceiving, to giving birth. And if you haven't already met your partner, your baby mum or your baby daddy, your spirit baby is leading you to them. And they want you to follow your moral compass. Always do what is right. Because these souls hold so much light and so much Christ consciousness that they aren't going to choose to come through someone who isn't going to see that within them. So you at first have to see the God in yourself, so you can see the God in your children and those around you. And in life in general. The more you see God around you in your life in general, the more of a lighter heart you have, the more light spirit you have. And you're in that joyful energy. What else does the collective need to hear right now? I get one more card from this deck, please, Spirit. Okay, they want two more cards from this deck. What do the collective need to hear right now? Someone likes eating caviar. Thank you. I have become one of your guides. So some of you, this will be the granddad who is now acting as a guide and is with your spirit baby on the other side. So spirit babies will often be with your passed over loved ones on the other side. And they want you to know this. And also those of you who, this is more for those of you who had an abortion. This child was actually not meant to be born, hence the success of the abortion. Because sometimes you can, I heard stories when I was at school where I remember one kid talking about how his mum took the morning after pill. She actually went and had an abortion. For whatever reason, it did not work because it wasn't supposed to work because he was supposed to be born. So like I said before, at the beginning of this anchoring session, if God wants a soul to be born, they will be born. So that soul that wasn't supposed to be born is now on the other side. They're acting as a guide on the other side. And they're growing as if they would have grown on the earth side in the spirit realm. And they also help you with a lot of your creative ideas and creative abilities. Your spirit babies, like the inner child, are extremely creative and they're the key to manifesting. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. So that ancestor that passed over, they may have not been vocal or affectionate. And now they're seeing on the other side how this was extremely painful, not only for the people around them, but for themselves. So I'm seeing this, the heart like it's bleeding. Like it hurt their own heart and it hurt other people around them. So they have regrets that they weren't more vocal and didn't say I love you more often. Which deck next? We're going to use the Sacred Cipher deck. What do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? What do the collective need to hear right now? Show me clearly, show me clearly. What do the collective need to hear right now? I'm seeing spirals. Someone's spirit baby could have very coily, spirally hair. Do you want a card from this deck, Spirit? I'll try one more time. Do you want a card from this deck, Spirit? No. Let's get some signs. Signs from your spirit babies of what symbols and signs you will be seeing from them. What signs do the collective need to look out for, Spirit? What signs do the collective need to look out for? Thank you. We have the colour red. Red's connected to the root chakra, which is about stability being provided for financially. So it's that message that came through earlier of not worrying about finances, of knowing that you will be provided for, but also taking the action steps. So maybe if you do have a 9 to 5 and you're putting in more work to get that promotion, so you can add to your savings before you do conceive, before you do have the baby. Or if you're an entrepreneur, if you have your own business, it's about awakening your creativity and bringing in more streams that money can flow into, because money needs containers and streams to flow into. What else? The signs and symbols to the collective need to look out for. Sweets. For some of you, if you're a woman watching, you may have a very sweet tooth when you are pregnant. You may be craving like all kinds of crap. And sweets also, I mean, many children love sweets. So sweets is coming through. You might be seeing sweets everywhere, like pictures of like lollipops. You could be out and about and you're seeing like kids around you and they're eating a lollipop. What else? We have a lizard. So you might be seeing lizards or seeing photos of lizards everywhere. Your spirit baby, I'm seeing like pajamas on a toddler. So maybe you already have kids and your toddler has lizard PJs. Or your spirit baby that will be coming through will be wearing clothes with lizards on. We have signs, baby on board. So a lot of you look out for the baby on board sign in cars. So it's like cars that are driving past you, cars that are driving in front of you. They're going to have a baby on board sign. And this is going to be happening for a lot of you, those of you who that message is for, when you're either pregnant and you aren't aware or you're about to get pregnant. Then we have baby toys. So for those of you who don't already have a gift for your spirit baby, some of your spirit babies want a toy. And it would be a toy that you are really drawn to. For some of you, you might even see this toy in a charity shop. What do the collective need to look out for? We have flower garden. So also I'm wearing, because this has little butterflies, I'm wearing my butterfly earrings because Spirit Babies asked me to wear these earrings. So look out for butterflies and certain flowers. I feel like flowers that are connected to passed over loved ones, you'll be seeing their favourite flowers everywhere right before you're about to conceive. Like a lot of signs get, they almost slap you in the face right before you're about to conceive, or when your spirit baby is really trying to connect with you. It might be like a significant point in your life. You might be at a crossroads and about to take a different path, and your spirit baby will come around you heavily because they want you on the right path, right? They want to be joining you on Earthside. And we have Ladybug, which is connected to luck, Lady Luck. So look out for visits from ladybugs. Get a few more signs. What other signs do the collective need to look out for, Spirit? We have glitter. Some of your spirit babies may love like fairy tales. Like I'm seeing Cinderella. They love glitter. And dressing up. I'm seeing like a little girl dressing up in the like the Disney princess outfits. And I'm also seeing somebody at carnival, some sort of carnival or festival, and you've got glitter on your face, glitter makeup on. Maybe you meet, if you haven't met your partner yet, you met your significant other at a festival or carnival. Then we have balloons. So look out for balloons being around you. And I feel that these balloons are going to be in a certain shape or a symbol of like a cartoon character. And you're going to know that this is your spirit baby. It could also be the carnival and festival. It might have like a lot of balloons everywhere. Let's get a few more signs, please. We have superheroes. Superheroes has come through a lot. We had the Ninja Turtles and we had Batman. And I mean, what kid doesn't love a superhero? But these children especially, I keep saying it, they are powerful. They are the reckoning. They're coming through with this fighting spirit. You know, during the pandemic, people kept saying like these pandemic babies are something else. And people doing a lot of reels of their pandemic babies. And these toddlers have like really like, they're really strong for their age, like things like that. And they're really advanced. All these souls that are coming through, they're going to be coming through, are very advanced. They are highly evolved souls. They're souls that have done a lot of self-mastery. And they're basically coming here, already remembering this self-mastery and getting on with their divine mission straight away. They have a lot to teach. A lot to teach and a lot to build. And we have the elephant. Love that because we have the candle burning in the little elephant holder. So look out for elephants. Elephants are very... They have a very strong memory. And they are very in tune with the cycle of life with death. Elephants grieve as deeply as human beings grieve. What else? Let's get one more sign from this deck, please, Spirit. What's the collective? Thank you. Angel numbers. 717. Oh my god, this is like my favourite number. 717 has followed me everywhere. It's 1s and 7s are connected to spiritual enlightenment. So those of you who are on a spiritual path, your spirit baby is going to be following in your footsteps. They're going to have very powerful spiritual gifts. They're going to be able to see and communicate with angels. Yeah, so look out for different angel numbers. We had 1111 come out earlier for you guys. So your spirit baby is going to be speaking to you through different angel numbers. I'm going to get some charms. This is quite loud, so let me just pause it. Okay, so I've got some charms. First charm is armor. Also looks like a lung, but it is armor. So again, it's that nod to their fighting spirit. So these kids coming through knowing we are in spiritual warfare and they are ready and equipped for war. They are a force to be reckoned with, and this world needs more forces to be reckoned with. Then we have a spider's web. Webs to me always represent like spells and illusions. Like the spirit babies will be seeing through these illusions and they won't get caught in webs. They can also be like spiders. Like those kind of insects and creatures that other people have fears about. But a lot of these spirit babies aren't going to have some of the fears that you guys have. They're going to be quite fearless. And you tend to see, like in toddlers, especially in children, they are quite fearless. We have a heart, which speaks of the love that you will have for your spirit babies and the love that they have for you. And then next we have, this looks like, is it like a little raspberry? But it looks like it's a like a drink. So some of you might enjoy going out for cocktails. That's what I'm seeing. Cocktails. Fruit cocktails. And then we have a cake. I love how it's got the pink and the blue. They're both the boy and the girl. Some of you could be having twins. And we have a crescent moon. You could conceive under a crescent moon or give birth under a crescent moon. I have that. It's that the message that was coming through before, loving you to the moon and back. They're saying it a third time. They want you to know how much they love you, and this is why they've chosen you to be their parent. And then we have another space sign. So I was talking about space earlier. Someone's spirit baby loves everything to do with space. They're really intrigued by space, by astronauts, by rockets, and the stars. Just anything to do with the night sky and the stars and planets. They could be into astrology. They could be coming here to be an astrologer. Then we have baby. In this lovely yellow colour. I feel like a lot of you have done, if you've already got like a room set up for your baby. So it could be like those of you who unfortunately had a miscarriage. You might have already had like the baby's room set up. I feel like there's a lot of yellow in the room. A lot of yellow. And you had a lot of yellow clothes. Maybe you wanted the gender to be a surprise. There's also a message for those of you who don't want to find out the gender. You'll be buying a lot of yellow clothing because it's more neutral. And then we have here, it looks like a home. What was that? Again, it's got the crescent moon. It looks like a house. It looks like there's like a little ghost. A little ghost on the side of the house. So again, it's that nod to those of them who have the spiritual gifts. Who are mediums, who have the ability to see spirits, speak to spirits, connect to spirits. It says also, I'm seeing Halloween. There's pumpkins on the house as well, so Halloween. Some of you could meet your significant other if you don't already know them around Halloween, or you met around Halloween if you're already with a partner. You could also conceive or give birth around Halloween. And then we have a mermaid here. So a lot of the women watching, you're very ethereal. They're talking about the ethereal woman and beauty. They see you as extremely beautiful. Both inside and out. So they're saying your outside matches your inside. Did you want some more charm, Spirit? No. I'm going to move on to another deck. What do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? I'm just keeping an eye on the candle. It's almost finished burning. It burned extremely fast, which is a good sign. That a lot of these babies will be coming through fast. Some of you could be 32. You could be having a child at 32. But we have the moon here again. It's the moon has come through quite a lot today. Maybe you obviously the moon is connected to the womb and it's connected to your menstrual cycle. So you could be working with the moon to track your menstrual cycle and when you're ovulating and when it's best to try for a baby. Or if you're not doing that, your spirit baby is asking you to do that. What else do the collective need to hear right now, spirit? We have the baby. This is the curly, coily hair I was seeing earlier, but it was darker. But a lot of you could have babies who have this big, curly, blonde hair. This to me as well, I'm seeing a little boy. That is a good omen that cards come out. That you will be having these babies. You will be pregnant. You will be having a healthy pregnancy, full-term. Healthy, full-term pregnancy. I keep saying healthy. Maybe some of you are worried about the cravings you've been having. But they don't want you to worry too much about that. Just as long as you're in that energy, remember the excited and joyful energy keeps coming out. As long as you're in that frequency, in that vibration of joy, of a higher frequency. I mean, you obviously want to keep an eye on what you're eating, but you can eat pretty much anything because the higher the frequency, the more the body is able to heal itself and faster and get to the root. A higher frequency is a key to a lot of things in life, to a lot of problems that people experience in life within their physical body. What else do the collective need to hear? I'm seeing a film, it's called Flipped. It's literally one of my favourite films. I haven't watched it in a while. Flipped is coming through. And some of you may need to watch that movie. And we have the clover, which is luck. So your spirit babies want you to know that you have a luck on your side. Particularly after watching this spirit baby anchoring. You're going to see your luck change. So maybe some of you get pregnant like quite soon after. Which is my hope for those of you that have been conceiving or having fertility issues, to have some luck come into your life. A fertility candle, it would be great for some of you to get. There is a woman who I've used her fixed candles before. She is amazing. It's called House of Hoodoo. She does fertility candles, but she is based in the US. So that would be for those of you who are in the US. And then we have here the astral realm. So a lot of your spirit babies are talking to you in the dream state. So when you wake up in the morning, you will be writing down your dreams straight away, especially if they have babies in them. You could be having dreams that you are giving birth, that you are breastfeeding, anything to do with babies. That they are talking to you in the dream state. Get one more card. Whoa. One more card, please. One more card, please. What does the collective need to hear? Thank you. And we have a ring, commitment. So those of you who haven't come into union, you will be coming into union. You will be getting that commitment you deserve. You will be getting the ring. But this is also speaking of the commitment between you and the spirit baby. You already signed the soul contract that you would be this child's mother or father in this lifetime. And you will meet that commitment. You will be loyal to that commitment. This spirit baby will be born. And we're going to move on to the Divine Masters deck. What do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? What do the collective need to hear right now? We have Hatha, light activation, acceleration, brilliance, stand in your light. So your spirit babies want you to see yourself as they see you, through the eyes of God. Someone with so much light, someone with so much beauty. And you have a lot of power to you. that you have a lot of power to you. A lot of you are definitely people who are connected to life's mysteries, who have been walking that spiritual path, and some of you may have had like past life regression, and this spirit baby came through in this past life regression. You may have been told that you will be having a child in this lifetime who is very significant to you in past lives, but the dynamic was different in the past lives. Maybe they were your parent or you were siblings, but you've always been blood. You've always been blood. They're talking about blood. Beautiful. And this soul, we see this light, this orb, this soul holds so much light. They might be speaking to you through orbs, so look out for like seeing lights around you, orbs, and also lights flickering. One of the spirit baby's favorite way to get your attention is to play around with lights and play around with electricity, so look out for flickering lights. The candle is finished burning, so I'm going to burn your guys' petitions. We'll just get some last messages. And we have Bridget in a fire. Again, it's the light, the creative spark that is coming through the light. So your spirit babies have been around you since you were born, but when you're an adult and you're coming into your creativity and your purpose, what you want to do in life, they've been helping to ignite your creative endeavours. Like I'm seeing them like whispering in your ear. Especially for those of you who work with plant medicine. Your child also could have red colour hair. Maybe some of you have red colour hair. I cannot pronounce that, but it says transcending fear. Facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. Again, a sort of fire energy come through. These spirit babies have a lot of fire. Some of them are going to be a handful, but you wouldn't have it any other way. But it's that message again that's come through before of not worrying, of not having fears surrounding being pregnant or finances especially is what coming through. Your spirit babies want you to lean into them more. The way you can lean into your ancestors and your angels, you can lean into your spirit babies on the other side and ask them to help assist you with your fears and release any fears and anxiety you have surrounding becoming a parent or adding to your family. Let's get one more card, please, Spirit. One more card, Spirit babies. What do the collective need to hear? There's two there. Thank you. Hilarion, divine emergence, be seen, let the world know your gifts. A lot of you are going to be guiding your spirit babies to stand in their power and stand in their gifts. Like we've been talking about these spiritual gifts. But a lot of them as well is to do with clairvoyance. They have extremely powerful clairvoyance that might scare people around them. They might tell people in your family things that happen before they happen, and they will freak them out a bit. But you're gonna really believe in your children's gifts, and you're not gonna cause any trauma or any repression. You're gonna allow them to express themselves. Another reason why they've chosen you, and they really do love this about you, because if you remember, in the spirit realm, the past, the present, and the future has already happened. There's no such thing as time, so they can already see themselves before they even incarnated as an adult, and how you are as a parent. And then we have Kali Ma, divine severance, cut the cords to dramas, fears, and limitations. Again, a lot of you need to work. You really need to work to release fears and facial demons. And know that you are protected. You are protected and you are respected. You really need to integrate this into your body. And I would also, obviously you need to know that you're protected, but I would also prayer up. Talk to your ancestors about your dreams of being a parent, of wanting to have children. Some of you may have a bit of evil eye around you. And I feel like there's people around you who you need to keep at arm's length, who you need to cut out of your life. You already know who these people are. And your spirit babies are also giving you that nudge to let go of these people. Because in order for spirit babies to come through, they take up a lot of space, so much space, because they carry so much love, joy, love. And obviously, once you have a newborn, once you are a parent, your priority and your focus is on your child, or it should be. They should be priority. So they're going to be taking up a lot of space, and your life is their life, you know. You're now you're living for them. So they're going to need more space. So those like Klingons and leeches are they need to go. We're going to blow out the candle now. Thank you, Spirit. You see how it's like burned and dripped down? Again, I'm seeing this as an elephant. It's like a double elephant. It's like a baby elephant. It's coming out of the bigger elephant. So again, it's that sign that you will be pregnant and you will be having these spirit babies. I'm just going to get a few messages. They want some messages from the Mystical Shaman deck. And then we're going to close out this anchoring. So what do the collective need to hear right now? And we have the Heart of Sky. There is that love energy that's coming from your ancestors, that's coming from your spirit babies. They are watching you. I'm hearing that saying that God is watching you. Your spirit babies are watching you too. And I'm seeing like a cherub sitting up here. There's literally a cherub sitting up in the cloud, in the sky. And they're watching you. And you know this. You see things at the corner of your eye. You've seen your spirit baby at the corner of your eye. Also, there's a crescent moon here. The moon is coming through again. So a lot of you, this is a nod. You will conceive on a crescent moon or give birth during the crescent moon. Then we have the middle world, the earthly realm. We have the ancestor tree here. But these spirit babies are very grounded, both grounded to Mother Earth and open and connected to God. They are very balanced and whole. And I'm seeing this down here as like a fetus in the womb. And a spiraling energy. So a lot of these, like I said before, these souls are powerful. They're on an ascension pathway. Like their frequency is extremely high. So a lot of you who are in a high frequency, your spirit babies are going to be of an even higher frequency. And they're very much connected to Mother Earth. They understand what this realm is. That this realm is a school. That we come here to learn lessons, to release karma. That Earth is a school. They understand this. Like a lot of them won't have like a fear of death. They understand that cycle of life, that death and rebirth are the same. Thank you. We have the seer. Again, there's someone's spirit baby, an extremely powerful seer. They see through all of the bullshit, all of the illusions, and they have future visions from God of what is going to be happening in the future. And this isn't just things that are happening like closely, going to be happening like round the corner. This is things that are years off. They're going to see it. And I've said before that this realm is a game of remembrance. These spirit babies are coming through remembering who they are, who they've been in past lives. And I just had deja vu. Yeah, very powerful seers coming through. And they don't, I'm hearing, please don't be afraid of me, mummy. So maybe some of you who aren't inclined that way, who or you don't know what your spiritual gifts are yet, they might be lying latent a bit. They're saying, please don't be scared of me. So they want you to awaken to this fact that you too have spiritual gifts before they come through. So you don't repress or cause trauma unconsciously. So they might come to you and say like, I've seen a spirit. I can see something. They're right there, and you kind of get freaked out, and you show that you're freaked out. We have the holy mountain. There's that seeing from the higher perspective. I'm seeing like a clock tower, like in war, like a clock tower. So one of these spirit babies in the past life was like a sergeant in war, and they're looking out of the clock tower. They're looking out for threats. So this spirit baby, while they're in spirit, they've been keeping threats away from you. There's also a person right at the top of this mountain in like a zen-like state. Some of you need to be meditating more into completely ground and recenter yourself and just be. And just keep hearing, be still, just be still, just be. Some of you just need to enjoy just literally breathing. Just sit there with your breath and just breathe. We get one more card. And we have the wind. Ancestors. Is that an owl? The wind. Ancestors speak through the wind. This is, it's either a tree or this card that is my card of the ancestors. So this spirit baby is definitely an ancestor, a passed over loved one who is coming through you again. Yeah, you're very much intertwined in your Akashic records, your soul's records. I've seen a telescope. I've seen a lot of eyes in this and a telescope. There's something very powerful about this spirit baby's eyes. Maybe they have a colour that's very rare. I'm seeing like it's almost like a grey white colour eye. Or maybe they have one eye that's different from the other. You know, sometimes people can have a blue eye and then one brown eye. There's something very significant about some of your guys' spirit baby's eyes. And obviously these souls are powerful. That shows through the eyes, because the eyes are the window to the soul. So you're going to be able to see this power within their eyes. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah, okay. So now I'm going to burn the petition that I read out to you guys earlier during the ritual. We'll see what, if any messages or symbols come through the ashes. And then I'll close out this anchoring. So the candle's finished burning. I've blown it out. And I was just looking at the petition that was under it. So it has some wax dripped on it, and I'm seeing like moons and a little crescent moon. So the crescent moon came up a lot during the collective reading that I just did for you guys, which will probably be on the slide after this one. But there's a little crescent moon, so the crescent moon is a very significant, and maybe when a lot of you either conceive or give birth, but you do need to, the women here who are trying to get pregnant, you need to pay attention to the phases of the moon, of when you're menstruating, of when you're ovulating. The moon is a huge key here to you guys conceiving. And I often see like a fully pregnant woman, like the belly, I often see that as a full moon. So a lot of you, this is a nod, who are worried about being pregnant or going full term. This is a nod that you will have a healthy pregnancy. You will go full term. You will be giving birth. You will be bringing these spirit babies in this lifetime. So we're going to burn this petition whilst holding that faith and that belief that what was written on the petition will come to be. I'm going to thank the spirit babies for being present with me during this ritual, during this spirit baby anchoring. I thought it had gone out then, but it hadn't. And what I'm getting from that is some of you may have thought that you're pregnant, or you might you may think and feel that you are pregnant, know that you're pregnant, do a test, and it comes up with not pregnant. So Spirit want you to do quite a few tests for a person of that is. You need to always be doing a few tests. I'm saying like at least 3 tests, and then you go to the doctor, or they can do a test for you. I'm just hearing, don't get your hopes up, don't get your hopes up. These spirit babies will be born, they are coming through. Okay, that's burnt through now. Sometimes I'll see things in the ashes, so I'm going to give them a mix. I'm seeing a little, you know, like the little squish'em cushions. And it almost looks like a, I'm not sure what it is. It's like a little bunny. And it has his arms like this, but it's one of those squish'em pillows. Some of you might have those squish'em pillows. Or you will buy this for your spirit baby. Your spirit baby likes these squish'em pillows. And I've also seen a mask, you know, like Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura is coming through, that film, The Mask. You might like that movie. Or there's a message for you in that movie. Or maybe you or your partner or your spirit baby has like an unusual temperament or personality. And I'm seeing Monsters Inc. And Monsters Under the Bed. So some of these spirit babies may go through that phase of thinking there's a monster under the bed. Again, a lot of these spirit babies have a really powerful psychic sight. So they are seeing things. To remember not to just shut them down. To listen to what they're saying. And then maybe if you just give them the advice of if they can see something and it's scaring them, to ask it to leave. And reinforce the fact that they are protected. And you can do like visualizations and meditations with them. You can teach them how to energetically protect themselves and put themselves in a like a bubble made of holy light, golden holy light. You want to teach them how to cloak themselves energetically in this circle, in this bubble. And they're saying a bubble. So a lot of you will be doing that with your spirit babies. Is that it, spirit? I'm seeing a leaf. So some of you will conceive or be given birth during autumn. Yeah, that is all that is coming through. So I'm going to close this space now. So I want to thank the spirit babies of the collective for being here during this space and for giving us messages, insights during this ritual and the reading. And I ask that you speak loudly to those who are watching this video, that they know that you are around them, that you are trying to connect to them, to speak more loudly. And I ask that the collective are open and receptive to see, hear and feel these signs and messages, to know that their spirit babies are around them, that you are very much connected at a soul level. And you will connect again earthside. To have that belief, that trust and that faith that you will be bringing these spirit babies earthside. Just a reminder to buy your spirit baby a gift. Again, shoes are good because they're connected to the root. They're connected to your life path, your journey. I'll just show you the shoes that I have again for my brothers. So remember to buy your spirit babies a gift if you don't have one already. And I hope this spirit baby anchoring has been insightful for you and has helped you in any way. And I will see you in my videos on YouTube or Instagram, or if you do choose to get a personal reading with me, I will see you there. But thank you.